Hi everyone, here is your math lesson for Monday, September 21st. We are going to start with lesson 11. Before we start, I do want to announce that we are having spelling words this week. This is the first week we will have spelling words since the first day of school. So please make sure that you are studying your spelling words every single day. What I would do is I would go ahead and write all of them down at least once, and then I would ask somebody around the house to give me a mock spelling test. So mock, remember we learned that was one of our vocabulary words. Mock means fake. So ask somebody to give you a fake spelling test, and then go back and see which words you got wrong. Then I would practice only those words. So instead of going through and practicing, because you have 20, this year you have 20 spelling words. So instead of going through and every day writing down 20, 20, 20, 20, instead you can just narrow out the ones you don't know, you do know, and then work on the ones you don't know. Okay, so then you're not working on 20. So your spelling list looks like this. It says spelling word list 2. You guys got this during the drive-by pickup. If you can't find it or you don't know where it is, I attached it to the lesson on Google Classroom. So on Google Classroom, it's there under lesson 11. I've made a copy of this and put it there. If you still can't find it, let me know and I'll send it to your email, okay? All right, so real quickly, I'm just going to read your spelling words to you. So these are your spelling words. We have just, tax, drift, let, pest, red, spot, snap, man, trip, fad, twig, me, flat, cut, stop, rot, fed, sled, strap. I bet a lot of you guys are like, Miss Yusuf, how are we going to take this test? On Friday, during our morning live session, everyone will have a piece of paper and a pencil. I'll read the words to you. You'll write them down. And then when you're done, you'll take a picture of them, send it to me, and I'll grade it. That's how we're going to do our spelling test. Very simple. All right. Let's start a Saxon lesson. Let's see if we remember some facts about the alphabet. What is the alphabet? The alphabet is a set of symbols representing sounds. So they're a set of letters, and the letters represent sounds. There are 26 letters in the alphabet. We use the Roman or Latin alphabet. There are at least 40 sounds in our English language, in our alphabet. The smaller parts that make up words, they're called letters or syllables. So syllables are the sounds in words. What kind of letters make up our alphabet? We have vowels and consonants, right? We have A, E, I, O, U. Those are vowels. And then everything else that isn't a vowel is called a consonant. Very good. All right. Let's see. Let's go over our letter, picture, and sight word cards. Letters. Okay, I'm just going to show them to you. You have to say them out loud, okay? So the first set are vowels. Go ahead. Very good. So the first set were vowels and the second set were consonants. All right, let's do our picture cards. Our picture cards, I say them and you echo me. That means you repeat after me, okay? Apple, A. Acorn, A. Elephant, E. Equal, E. Inch, I. Icicle, I. Octopus, O. Guys, when we're doing this, pay attention to the letter and pay attention to how it's coded. This will help you on Fridays when you or every day on your worksheets when you're required to code the words, when it's asking you to, hey, code these words. when you look at these and you actually pay attention to it, your brain secretly starts to memorize how that looks. That's how that's coded. When you hear octopus ah in a word, ah, and it's coded with a breve, okay? If you hear O, it's coded with a macron. This is how a breve looks. A macron is the line, okay? So it's important to really look at these cards when I'm saying it. Don't just fast forward or close your eyes and jump around and repeat after me. Make sure you're looking at the screen, okay? Looking at these letters helps you with the coding. The people that are really good with coding are the ones that are always looking at the cards, okay? It's important you do that, especially now in this situation, because in this situation we don't have it in our classroom hung on the wall where we see it all the time. So it's important that you at least look at it during this time, okay? All right. Sorry. Octopus ah. Overalls O. Umbrella a. Unicorn U. Balloon b. Cat k. Dog d. Fish f. Goat g. Hat h. Jar j. Kite k. Lion ol. Monkey Nest Pig p. Rabbit Sun s. Tent t. Vest v. Wagon w. Yarn ya. Zebra z. Fox x. Very good. All right, now let's go over our sight word cards. So I'm not going to say them. I'm just going to show you them. You have to say them, okay? Very good. Good job. Okay. Moving on. All right. So now we are going over our spelling card. So I need you to take out the paper that says Spelling and High Frequency Word Practice 11. It looks like this. Okay. And it goes all the way up to 30. So there's 30 lines here. So take that out and follow along with me, okay? I have the cards and I am going to give you the sounds and you're going to write what sounds you hear down on your piece of paper, okay? All right, here we go. Number 1, apple, ah. 2, elephant, eh. 3, inch, eh. 4, octopus, ah. 5, umbrella, 6, acorn, a. 7, equal, e. 8, icicle, I. 9, overalls, o. 10, unicorn, u. All right, so your paper should look like this so far. If you need, sorry, the only thing I could find next to me was pencil, so if you need to pause the video now, you can go ahead and pause it. Okay. Moving on, the next one is, let's see if I can grab a marker. Okay. The next one is balloon, b. Dog, d. Fish, f. That's 13. 14, g. Goat. 15, hat. 16, j. Jar. 17, lion. 18, monkey. 19, nest. 20, pig. So far your paper should look like this. I grabbed a marker this time, so it looks a little better. If you want to pause the video now to make sure you have it, you can. Moving on. 21, rabbit. 22, sun. 23, tent. 24, vest. 25, wagon. 26, yarn. 27, zebra. 28, fox. Miss Yusuf, there's 29 and 30 that are not there yet. Okay, I know that. We will, oh, actually, I forgot to mention one. One of them was number 29. Sorry, I forgot to say that one. That was cat. Kite. That was that was K, comma C with a back on it. So that's number 29. 30 should be left blank because we're going to learn a new sound today that's going to go on number 30. So for now, you just need 1 through 29. If you don't have them, make sure you have them, okay? All right. Okay, turn your paper over. Let's practice spelling some words. Put your finger next to number 1. I want you to spell the word swam. Where on the back? Right here. Where it says number 1. I want you to write the word swam. Swam. She swam in the cold pool. How do we spell it? S-W-A-M. Very good. Number 2, I want you to write the word west. West. Remember, we went over that with Go Noodle, northeast, southwest. Don't eat soggy waffles. West. How do we spell it? W-E-S-T. Very good. Number 3 is drop. Do not drop the egg. It will break. Drop. D-R-O-P. This is how your paper should look. This is an A, by the way, but with my marker, it's not very clear. Swam, S-W-A-M. And then west, and then drop. Now let's practice spelling some sight words. Put your finger next to number 4. I want you to spell the word 8. 8. Like the number 8. E-I-G-H-T. Very good. Next to number 5, spell the word do. Do. How do we spell that? D-O. Good. Next to number 6, spell the word who. Who. How do we spell that? W-H-O. Very good. Who. W-H-O. Your paper should look like this so far. Okay. All right, moving on. Go ahead and leave 7, 8, and 9 blank for now. All right. Now, echo these words with me. Okay, so I'm going to say these words. I want you to echo them. Back, lock, tuck, neck. Good job. What sounds do you hear at the end of these words? We hear the sound k. Very good. Let's look at these words. This is how these words look. What is making the k sound? The C and the K is making the k sound. Does anyone know what C and K is called? It's called a diagraph. Very good. It's called a diagraph. CK is a diagraph. A diagraph is 2 letters that come together to make one sound. Kind of like that Go Noodle video we watched on Friday. Remember the blends and the diagraphs? Those are 2 letters that come together to make one sound. A diagraph is 2 letters. They're 2 separate letters that come together to make one sound. Okay? 2 letters that come together to make one sound. Show that with me. You should do that with me. 2 letters that come together to make one sound is called a diagraph. Very good. We code diagraphs by underlining them. So these digraphs that I just showed you that make the k sound, these are two letters that come together to make the same sound. CK, 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 CK. We code them by underlining them. These are two kinds of digraphs. We have consonant digraphs and vowel digraphs. Digraph CK is a consonant digraph because it is made up of consonants. That means it's not made up of vowels, it's made up of consonants. So let's finish coding these words. How do we code the vowels? All of the vowels here are short, so we code them with a breve. The vowel A, that's short, breve. The vowel O, ah, that's short, breve. The vowel that's short, breve. The vowel E, that's short, breve. So we code all of them with a breve. Why? Because they are followed by consonants. Whenever you have a vowel that has a consonant right after it, it's short. So that's how I knew that without really sounding it out or reading it. All right, so now we will be talking more about these words a little later in the lesson. Let's read these words together one last time. Back, lock, tuck, neck. Good job. All right. Here is our new letter card. It's right there. This is our new letter card. Whenever we see this letter card, we're going to start saying diagraph CK. So what do you say? Diagraph CK. That's right. Whenever you see this card, you should say diagraph CK. Now, I have a new, so this is going to be a new picture card, a new letter card we're going to put with our letter stack, and we're going to repeat them every day at the beginning of the Saxon lesson. And now I have a new picture card I'm going to add into our picture card stack. I have a card with a picture on it, that will help us remember the k sound of a diagraph CK. I'm going to describe it to you. I want you to try to guess what it is. This is a bird. It's short, with short legs and webbed feet. It likes to swim in lakes and ponds. It says quack. What do you think it is? That was easy. It's a duck. Very good. The key word is duck, and the sound we've learned is k. The word duck helps us remember the k sound because it ends with a k. Does anyone know why the letter C is crossed out on this picture? This C is crossed out because the letter is a diagraph, and a diagraph only makes one sound. In diagraph CK, the sound k. The sound is k. The letter C doesn't make a sound, so we cross it out. Whenever letters do not make any sounds, we call them silent letters. We code silent letters by crossing them out. These words are not completely coded yet because we need to cross out the letter C. So now let's go back and cross out the letter C. So here, these aren't completely coded because when the letter is silent, that means you can't hear it, you cross it out. Just like that. Okay? Very good. Let's see. Now, let's get out our spelling and high frequency word practice sheet and echo this sound. K. How do we spell the k sound? K, comma, C. How do you spell, that's this paper, sorry, take this paper back out. Okay, we're going to do number 30 now. How do you spell the, how do you spell the k sound in these words? In the words back, lock, tuck, and neck. How do we spell that k sound? With a CK. Very good. Where is the CK in these words? It's at the end. What kind of vowel is before the CK? It's a short vowel because, why? Why is it a short vowel? Because before if a consonant follows a vowel, then the vowel is short, right? Okay, let's look at these rule cards and see if they make sense. Oh, real quickly, I'm sorry. On number 30 on our high frequency word practice sheet, on number 30, we're going to write the sound k, which is diagraph CK. So you're going to write diagraph CK. You're going to underline it and cross out the C. It should look like that. Okay? All right, now I need you guys to go grab your Saxon rules notebook. because we have a new spelling rule card, and I need you guys to write it down, okay? So I'm going to show you the card. If you need to pause the video, then you can go ahead and pause it whenever you need to. All right? Here is our final K spelling rule card. I'm trying to make it as clear as I possibly can where you can see it all. There we go. If you need to pause the video now, you can pause it now and then copy this down. Yes, you have to copy it all down. Okay, awesome. All right. Let's see. A word that ends with a k sound after a short vowel is usually spelled with CK. From now on, whenever I ask you how to spell the k sound, we need to include the CK. So you will respond with K, C, final diagraph CK. Okay? So whenever on our papers, we're going to start writing K, C, and then final diagraph CK. How does that look? It looks like this. So whenever I call out the k sound, before we were just writing K, C with a back on it. Now we're going to write K, C, final diagraph CK. That looks like this. There's my K, C with a back on it. And these two lines symbolize the final diagraph. That means it comes in the final position. CK. Okay? And the CK, you'd underline it and then cross out that silent letter, the C. Alright, I will remind you guys, so don't worry about that. Now, as I said before, those two lines, they stand for the final position. So the word final means that it's at the end. We put those lines before the CK because these letters are found at the end of a word. Write down this on your spelling. Okay, we already did that. Let's move on. Let's get our spelling and high frequency word practice paper out again. And let's look at number 7, 8, and 9 where it says new words. So I'm going to ask you to write these words where it says 7, on number 7, okay? I want you to write the word pick. Pick. I like to pick apples. P-I-C-K. Very good. It should look like this. I messed up because my marker is weird. It's P-I-C-K. Okay, number 8 is clock. Look at the clock to tell what time it is. How do we spell that? C-L-O-C-K. Very good. The next one is black. Black. How do we spell black? B-L-A-C-K. Very good. Your paper should look a lot like mine. Now on the bottom here, we do what we always do. You're going to read the words, check it off, and then spell it. Write the word one time next to it and check it off. And that's that. All right. Before we start worksheet 11, I want us to go over, or I want us to practice some coding together. So I'm going to write a word on my board, and you're going to help me code it. Okay, let's practice coding words like this one. You're going to have words like this on your worksheet today. Look at this word. Who can tell me how to code it? Okay, let's look at it. Is there a vowel? Is there a VCCV? There is. What is the vowel here? The vowel is U, and then the consonant, vowel. And the two consonants are TM, and the vowel is E. When we have a VCCV word, what do we do? Where do we write the division line? We write the division line between the two C's. Very good. So it actually looks like this. Is there anything else we need to do here? Yes, we have vowels, and the vowels are short vowel sounds. They need to be coded with a breve. Very good, with a breve. So you put a breve on them. And then which one is louder and stronger? Where does the accent go? Nutmeg. Nutmeg. It goes after nut. Here's the accent. Nutmeg. Okay. Let's practice some other words. How about this word, and then we'll do this word. So, oops, I just said it. Okay. Let's look at the first word. What is this word? This word is so. Very good. When I say so, is the O long or short? It's long. It says O. It says its name. So if the vowel is long, we code it with a macron. Very good. With a macron. And where does the accent go? So. At the end, it's longer, stronger, and louder. So it should look like this. How about words like the word duck? Remember, that's the diagraph CK. How do we code diagraph CK? We underline it. We cross out the silent C. Very good. What about the vowel? The vowel is a short vowel sound, so you code it with a breathe. Very good, with a breathe. So yours should look like this. Say duck. Good job. Duck. Okay, so what you're going to work on today is you're going to work on coding the words on worksheet 11. So you're going to do worksheet 11 front and back, and you're going to take a picture of it and turn it into me. So front and back. This is the front. The words on here, let's read them together. Block, track, click, we, bonnet, rack. And then you're going to match them with the right picture. This is a bonnet, by the way. This thing that she has on her head, they call it a bonnet. And then rack and block. Those should be easy. You should know what those are. All right. And then the back, you're going to do the back on your own. Let's read the words. Let's read the words together. Truck, stick, stack, bobbin, right? Yeah, bobbin, me, flock. All right, and then you're going to draw lines to the pictures. These are pictures of books, truck, and log. Okay, make sure you code them. And then you're going to turn in, you're going to take a picture of this page and the front page of 11 and turn them into me on the Google Classroom. Do I have to do this 12? No, this is tomorrow's lesson. That's silly. We don't ever do this paper by yourself. You have to hear me call out the letters so you can write them down. This is tomorrow's lesson. Okay? All right, guys. I know that was a lot. It was really long. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Have fun learning. Bye.